Hi guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to cover up those dark circles. No more being called panda or raccoon. Thank you so much for watching this video. In today's video I'm going to show you how to cover up your dark circles for all skin types. So this technique is going to be in depth. So let's get started. I have really bad dark circles. They are hereditary. Since I've had my son 22 months ago, they have gotten worse. So concealer is my best friend no matter what. I choose concealer over any makeup product. Okay, so the first thing that is very important, and by the way, I have no makeup on. I do have a little bit of moisturizer, but no makeup. I want you to actually see my skin and see it up close. So actually I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Okay, I'm zoomed in so that you can see my dark circles. Before you apply your concealer or any product, you want to make sure that you moisturize under your eye. A lot of people forget this step. They do not have a eye cream. The eye cream that I love to use is the Clinique All About Eyes. I absolutely love this. This is great for normal, dry, and combination skin. So I just take a little bit. I'm just going to use a brush for this, and I just take a little bit, apply it right under my eye like so, and then above the eye. And you can also use your fingers to do this. Just tap underneath the eye and rub that in. I'm just using a brush. So you want to make sure your eyes are hydrated. I have dry skin, so this step is very important. But even if you have normal or oily or combination skin, you still need to do this step. I'll link down below some other great eye creams for all skin types. So after you moisturize your eye, you want to figure out what concealer you want to use. So if you have normal skin, you can pretty much use a liquid, cream, or powder. If you have dry skin, you can use a cream and a liquid concealer. And if you have oily or combination skin, you can definitely use powder and a liquid. So my favorite concealers right now are the Fenty Beauty concealer and the Matte Pro Longwear. I absolutely love these two concealers. I just started using the Fenty one, but it gives the best full coverage, and I mean, you can never go wrong with Matte Pro Longwear. You want to make sure you get a full coverage concealer. I cannot stress this enough. Especially if you want to cover up your dark circles, you want a full coverage concealer. We're going to conceal our under eye, and then after I'm going to show you how to brighten your under eye if you want to. So on one side I'm going to use the Fenty. I prefer a concealer that has a wand, so that's why I really like this one. Another great one is the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. This is a really good one and full coverage, and also the Tarte Shape Tape. Those are some great concealers I would recommend. So I'm just going to apply under this eye the Fenty, and you want to use a little bit. You don't have to draw a huge triangle under your eye. You just want to use a little bit. And I'm now going to apply. And in the Fenty Beauty, I am 445. I do have a review on these, so definitely check that out. In the Matte Pro Longwear, it's NC50. If it doesn't have a wand, I suggest using a brush or a beauty blender. This is the Morphe Beauty Blender, and this is Morphe Brush M173. So these two are also your best friends if you don't have a wand on your concealer. So I take my brush and I just go under my eye. Again, taking a little bit. That's all you need. You don't need that much. just like that. So the next step that is very important is letting your concealer sit. I let my concealer sit for about 2 to 3 minutes. I let it sit. Now there are some concealers that you cannot do this technique with because they dry fast, but these two particular concealers, as well as Tarte Shape Tape, Too Faced Multi Sculpting, you can let it sit on there. So you let it sit for a little while, and then I like to take my beauty blender and blend it in. So we're letting it sit, and now we're going to blend. And I'm actually going to start with the Fenty side. So you can use the beauty blender, the brush, or your finger to blend in your concealer. I just prefer the beauty blender. And we're going to slowly, and guys, I'm taking step by step, but this does not take that long. And as you can see, my dark circles is gone. So the key step is letting that concealer sit. So another key thing that I learned, you never want to start lighter. I know a lot of people want to highlight, so that's why I was going to show you that next step. Covering up your dark circles, do not use your highlight under eye shade because your dark circles will still seep through. I used to have this problem and I had to learn the hard way. So now I definitely I call it correct under my eye, and then I go back and highlight. Now I'm doing this side, and you can see the circle, dark circle is gone. And this one, the NC50 already kind of has a little highlight for me, versus this side matches my skin tone. You can definitely see the difference. And sometimes if you feel like that wasn't enough coverage, and that's okay, you can go back in. You might have had a long night, or a toddler, you know, you didn't get enough sleep. You can definitely go back through and just add a little bit more until it's to your likings. And you can also take your concealer and go above your eye as well. I didn't do that step, but we definitely can, just to conceal a little bit above the eye, whatever's left on there. So okay, so now we are going to highlight. So now we have concealed our under eye. We are going to highlight. So my highlight shade I'm going to use is 430 from Fenty. I'm just going to take a little bit. Literally, that's it. You don't want to do too much. A lot of times I see people, I see clients, I see people trying to copy off YouTubers, and they're drawing this huge triangle on their eye. You do not need to do that. Especially with the Pro Longwear, you only need a little bit. That's it. You only need a little bit. And as you can see, this one's a little bit brighter than this one. Let's blend in this side. Again, you can take your fingers, you can take a brush. To me, a beauty blender is definitely faster. And whatever you have left, just brush it on here. And you can see it definitely highlighted my face. I'm gonna do this side. And notice I didn't put it right above my eye. I put it down here a little bit, because as you blend, you're gonna blend upward. You can go into your lid, but you're gonna blend upward. So the next step is very important, and it is setting your under eye. I oftentimes hear people tell me that their concealer crease, or it didn't last all day, and that is because people are not setting their under eye. Now I have two powders here by Mercier. It's great for all skin types. So I have the color medium, deep, and translucent. I like to take the translucent, and then this step I definitely would take a sponge, a damp sponge, and just kind of tap under your eye. I'm going to do this eye first, and this helps this step helps the concealer not crease and stay in place all day. Now there is another step you can do called baking, but we're not going to do that today. I'm just going to blend it in, and you want to make sure you blend. My sponge is damp, which makes it a little bit easier for the powder to blend in. And don't get intimidated by this color. This is a translucent. Wow. As you can see, it definitely brightens. Now, if you didn't want to be that bright, you definitely can use the deep, or if you're of darker skin, you can set your under eye with the deep. So this step is very, very, very important. And as you can see, I have concealed and covered up my dark circles. And then from this step, you can do foundation, you could do your powder, you could do your whole makeup routine. Easy steps to concealing your under eye. So let's recap. So you want to make sure you find a great moisturizer. The one I recommend is All About Eyes from Clinique. You want to make sure you find your perfect concealer based upon your skin type, if you're normal, dry, oily, or combination. You also want to make sure you find a great setting powder, and you also want to make sure you have great tools, whether it's your finger, brush, or sponge. Guys, I hope this in-depth how-to tutorial of concealing your under eye helped you today. If you have any other questions, please put it down in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Please, guys, like and subscribe. I see you guys watching the video but not subscribing. If you want to see more how-to videos, I will gladly do that. Put that down in the comment section, and I'll see you next time. Bye.